What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you a review of the Adidas Adizero Aruku in this white and red colorway. Today's video is sponsored by CapSole. CapSole is a brand new product on the market which helps to preserve your sneakers and extend their lives by up to 2 times. So it's a very simple process. You store your shoes inside their UV protective pods which are airtight, and then you inject their secret sauce which comes in the form of a cartridge. So this cartridge contains a scientifically backed formula which not only pushes out the bad air in the pod containing the oxygen and the dirt, but it pushes in the preservative, which is the key to extending the life of your sneakers. So this is best used for those grail type sneakers that you wear a couple times a year and then the rest of the time they're just sitting in a shoebox on your shelf. So this tackles the 2 main reasons why your shoes fade, age, and crumble over time, which is hydrolysis and oxidization. So again, this is a scientifically backed formula, so I'll link their social media, their website, all that good stuff down below. I know it's totally fair to be unsure about this sort of product, but check out their website, do your own research, and if you think this is something for you, they also recently started to offer a CapSole Club, which is a subscription-based service, so if you're in the market for a couple of these kits, this is the best way for you to maximize your money. So again, check out CapSole Club, links are down below, and thank you for sponsoring today's video. So this is a recently released brand new silhouette from Adidas, which dropped in early October. This is called the Adizero Aruku, and it's inspired by a 2000s Adidas running shoe, the Adizero PR. So that original shoe was released exclusively in Japan, but this time they've turned it into a lifestyle model, which is indicated in the name itself. So Aruku actually translates to walking in Japanese, which implies that this is not an actual running shoe. This one is more of a lifestyle walking shoe. So these drop for a price of $140 US or $180 here in Canada. So jumping into the details of the shoe itself, starting things off with the toe box, you'll see the base layer of the shoe. This is covered in a soft knitted material in this bright and bold red colored finish. Overlaid on top of the toe box, we have these synthetic layers, which gives the shoe more durability and containment. And you'll see how this material covers the entire side panel of the shoe, including the eyelets. And then underneath this, we have the Adidas 3 stripes. This is fused on in this black colored finish, and we have these reflective detailing on it as well. Moving downwards, you can see these synthetic white layers. This flows towards the heel of the shoe, and then stitched onto the heel of the sneaker, we have a synthetic red colored layer with Adidas branding in the middle, along with a woven strip on top done in a mix of red and silver. For the laces, this pair comes with 2 different lace options. So the standard lace that they come with is a flat style, very soft white colored lace, and they also come with a red colored lace if you want to give the shoe a little bit more of a tonal and subtle look. Underneath this, we have a synthetic suede tongue, which feels like felt to the touch. In the middle, holding the laces in place, we have a woven strip done again in a mix of red and silver, and then fused onto the top of the tongue, we have Adidas Adizero branding. The interior of the shoe is very thinly padded and it's covered in a thin layer of mesh. And then for the insoles, these come with their standard foam lined insoles, nothing special here. It's lined in this red finish on top, and then pressed onto the heel we have Adidas and Adizero branding again. So the upper of the shoe sits atop this super chunky, curved midsole, which is constructed out of Adidas' swirl foam technology. So I tried to do some research. I couldn't really find much about this technology at all, but apparently it's some sort of nitrogen infused foam. And to the touch, it feels pretty similar to Adidas Boost, maybe even a little bit softer. So the foam itself, appearance-wise, has a bit of this unfinished and unclean look. So you can see the different swirls in the foam itself, and little imperfections almost, which gives it a very unique look. And you can see how this midsole has this extreme curve to it, which gives the shoe an extreme dynamic feel, rocking you from heel to toe really intensely. And then for the outsole of the sneaker, so you can see the exposed swirl foam, but then overlaid on top of this, we have a mix of red and black colored rubber. We have these additional pods in key areas to give you added durability, for example, on the top of the toe box, as well as the medial heel. And we have the small Adidas logo on the heel on the medial side. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about how these fit, so I tried these on in the Adidas store here in Toronto, and I tried on both my true size as well as a half size down. So my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, so I tried on the size 10 initially, but even after lacing up the shoe all the way to the top, I felt like there was a little bit of heel slippage. It ran just ever so slightly long, and with a shoe like this, I don't really think it makes sense to have that extra room, so I went down a half size to a 9.5, It fits me a little bit snug around the toe box area, but the length of the shoe I thought felt a little bit better than going true to size. So I've seen other people's reviews and it seems like everyone else is saying go true to size. So I feel like if you have a wider foot or you just don't mind a little bit extra room in the toe box, then you can definitely go true to size. But if, for example, you have a narrow or normal width foot and you like more of that snug one-to-one fit, especially with the upper being this knitted material, I think you can go a half size down and it should fit you okay. Keep in mind though, if you are to go a half size down, you definitely need to be tying the shoe all the way to the top to help push your heel to the back, giving you that necessary space in the toe box to fit comfortably. But if you're gonna rock these unlaced and you don't mind your feet kind of sliding back and forth, then just go true to size. Next up, in terms of the comfort, so overall these are very comfortable, but keep in mind they are extremely unstable and this cushioning compresses and sinks in tremendously. So because of this rocker style midsole, like I mentioned earlier, it always feels like you're in motion, like you're going from heel to toe. So it doesn't have that stable, flat, low to the ground feel. Also, just look at this midsole, it's super chunky, but it's extremely soft as well. So once you step in them, this foam is just gonna compress under your weight. So I felt like, especially underneath the heel, the foam felt super soft, whereas the forefoot, it's a little bit more firm, a little bit more stable. But generally speaking, this is not a great shoe if you're looking for more of that low to the ground stable feel. But if you like the sensation that you're kind of like walking on a mattress, this is a great option for you as you're gonna have a ton of cushioning underfoot. Finally, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship, so first off, the material quality was really nothing special. It's all synthetic on the upper, so we just have this knitted material, these synthetic overlays, reflective detailing, but the build of the shoe I thought was fine. Nothing about this shoe seemed out of place. There was nothing wrong with the build of the shoe. The stitch job was good. The panels were consistent between my left and right feet. So yes, we don't get amazing materials. It features more performance-oriented materials as expected, but the build of the shoe I thought was perfectly fine. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet. I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, I don't know if this sort of silhouette is what people are wanting these days. It almost feels like this shoe released a couple years too late. But honestly, getting these in hand, I'm not mad about these whatsoever. It's a nice break from the usual shoes that I've been buying lately, like New Balances and Asics. And I love when Adidas tries to innovate and give us something new and refreshing. I'm curious to see what Adidas does with this swirl foam technology, and I'm definitely gonna keep my eye on future colorways of this Adizero Aruku silhouette. Yes, it's not going to be an everyday shoe for sure, but I feel like it's one of those shoes where for the right price, I don't mind adding a silhouette like this to my collection. So leave your thoughts down below. Let me know, what do you guys think about this pair? Did this catch your eye? Are you waiting for these to potentially go on sale? Or you're just not feeling the silhouette or colorway and it was a pass for you? As usual, if you guys enjoyed this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at sgo8, check me out on X at sean.go spelled out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch all of you in my next video.